All right, guys, welcome back to our final box fixture of the year between UEA 1s and Uni of Knots 1s. Nick and myself will be commentating on this game, and we also have a special guest joining us later on. Some of you will probably know who this guy is, but I'm not going to spoil it for now. Nick, any thoughts on today's game whatsoever?
Well, I played them last year when the twos were in second division, and the guys that you have to look out for, I unfortunately don't remember their numbers, and they have their warm-ups on, but their bigs are really strong inside. They're going to draw contact and get some free throws off of that, and they have some pretty good shooters. You can see it in the recording, unsure, but one of the guys that just shot a three, he's got a sneaky first step is what we'll call it. He'll get past you, and it's a little surprising. So, but as long as the ones keep their heads on their shoulders and keep, don't get complacent. Should be a good game.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I mean, I don't have experience playing against UEA, but what I do know for a fact is that first team beat UEA away a couple weeks ago by a convincing margin. I think it was a 20-point victory, if I'm not mistaken. However, what is worth noting is that a bunch of the guys who played in that game on our end are currently injured and are unable to play, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not that makes a big difference.
Who is currently injured? I know
Rillawa's injured, and Max is unable to play in today's game as well.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
And aside from that, I don't believe there's anyone else missing. It's also a man named Ifiok's box debut, as he just come back from placement working with PwC.
He throws it down. Very nice.
He has been telling me that he's been working on his knees over the summer, so we will see how he does in today's game.
Ooh, Ben tries to throw it down. Little smile on his face.
Now, what's definitely good is that, as I mentioned before, because this is the last game of the season, first team are probably going to try and cap off another win to extend their win streak to 6. It is definitely going to be a bit of a challenging game, I feel as though, considering they're missing some of their guys. But I think they got it. I think they got it.
Yeah, I think it's going to definitely start on the defensive end. Again, thinking back to the game that I played in last year against UEA, if you get stops, you can get out in transition. They're not a very quick team, especially getting back on transition defense. So if you can get, let's say, 10 to 15 points just off of that, which Uni of is actually very good at. Obviously, Ben spearheading that. I think, again, as long as Uni of don't get complacent, hopefully this will be a win for green and gold.
You guys probably can't see this, but there's a lot of athleticism on UEA this year. I don't remember them being this bouncy last year, but their bigs, as you mentioned earlier on, seem to be capable of getting up there.
Yeah,
so,
and they're very quick, which is obviously with a big. If he's slow, you have something that you can do. You can jump out in front of him. But we almost just saw an East Bay in warm-ups. Not fully caught on camera, but at the same time, I would like to point out that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 of them. So, athletic as they may be, endurance is still a factor. So I'm imagining the first 2 quarters are going to be competitive, and then UEA might get gas, but
True.
We'll see.
They are dunking everything in a warm-up without really going for shooting. And from what I've heard, dunking does get really tiring.
It does get tiring.
Not that I can relate, but back in my day maybe, but not
before
anymore.
the injury.
Before the injury.
Yeah, when you were league bound.
Yep. No one's seen footage of that, unfortunately.
The cameras just weren't on.
Yeah, the people who have, they've graduated already, so they can test that.
But as the warm-ups are winding down with 1 minute remaining, who are officials today?
We've got Finn, and we've also got Charlie reffing, along with AJ, Stevie, and Nathan on the table. Big up to them coming through. Some quality licensed officials right there, if I must say so. And
whoever the general secretary is did a really good job.
That's what I'm saying. People think it's an easy job when realistically it isn't.
Oh no, everyone knows it's a Herculean task.
And there's definitely a bit of let me just stop talking at this point. Realistically, I can cut this bit out.
Yeah, too. But yeah, so the captain of the Ones obviously missing this game because of his injury last week against Trent. So it was a scary collision after he went up for a block. I think he got the block, but yeah, the way he landed, it looked like he collided with the player that he was defending. Very unfortunate. The other player came out of it limping, but I think he's all right.
I think it'll be interesting to see if Coach Carl goes with a more athletic lineup to begin with or a shooting lineup, as I haven't seen much shooting from UEA's end. I'm hoping I don't jinx anything.
Yeah.
But
now they've got a couple guys that can knock down some threes.
Okay.
But we'll see what kind of defense they go to. Have we seen a lot of 1-3-1 from the Ones? I can't remember.
I remember 1-3-1 working really well against UCB last time, but I don't believe I've watched enough of their games. Or even if they have, I wasn't actively paying attention to it, because I think it's easier to identify a 1-3-1 when we're looking at it from above versus when we're looking at it
usually
from
courtside, yeah.
A lot of size on UEA. I think you've got at least 3 guys who are 6'6", I would like to say.
Yeah, but they look a little. Again, they only brought 9 guys, so they're not that deep in terms of size. Looking at their bench,
starting lineups, we've got Will, we got Bailey, we got CJ, we got Dammy, and we've got Ben as well.
The seasoned veteran Ben Hollins. This is 7th year at the university.
Yep. All right.
As we're getting underway, do we know what UEA's record is?
Not too sure. Not too sure. I believe
we'll get our stats guys to look into that.
Yep.
But here we go.
Well, Knots are currently sitting in number 2 within the Midlands Division 2 table, so we'll see.
Oh, instant turnover. CJ was not paying attention there.
Up, as that is not a very good start, but nonetheless.
Hopefully not an omen for what's to come.
That will be fine.
Yowen coming out in man defense. Bailey picking up the ball handler. Number 1 takes the screen. It's number 3 in the corner. Inside. Doesn't take the mismatch on Ben. It's a back out to number 3. And a block by Dammy. Very good defense by Yowen. Ben pushing it the other way. Yowen looking for some pace. Gets it to Dammy in the corner. Takes it. Makes it. Good shot.
Yeah, Dammy's a player who can really shoot the lights out. I remember him being a slasher in his first year. However, he has picked up a very reliable jump shot in the offseason a year ago, and now that hard work is really paying off as we speak.
Yeah, Dammy can kill you sometimes. He'll make 6 or 7 shots straight. It can be very demoralizing for a different team. Nice. Bailey and CJ work together to get that rebound, although now 14 almost got it. So I'll keep an eye out on that. You also know that
Dammy's also extremely athletic, which definitely helps out, as most guys believe the stigma around athleticism is that if I just play a zone against them, they're not going to do much to me because, you know, he can shoot the ball really well. Definitely helps him out. I'll be a block.
CJ thinks he got fouled there. Will takes the 3, no good. CJ fights for the rebound and gets it, goes back up, gets the foul. Great second chance opportunity there. Gets 2 for his hard work.
Cleaning the glass as well as we speak. Don't know if you guys saw how high he got up there on that rebound.
CJ, a pretty good free throw shooter, all things considered, and being the biggest player on the team. First one coming up. Money. Not to say I told you so, but
I told you so.
So UEA will come out.
He's gonna make this. Watch this. I'll put 5 pounds on the.
Dashes in. UEA are coming out in a 2-3 zone. It looks like, but we'll see if that changes depending on if UON continues to shoot well. Amorin gets the top of the key, surveys the floor, takes a 3, no good. Bailey corrals the rebound. Going the other way. Gets it to Ben on the wing. Surveying, looking for options, gets it to Bailey, gets it to Will. Gets it to CJ inside, goes to work.
He was open.
Ben for 3. That's 3 3-point shots already. A little unusual for UON, but good defense by Bailey to slow down number 12. Looking for the pass to number 6. Ben is on him. I want to point out the size difference here. The number 6 doesn't seem to be using it to his advantage at all. Will playing good defense to number 1, but he's getting good paint position.
Oh, good rebound.
And Ben gets the rebound.
I will say this though, despite the size advantage, it doesn't look like UEA are very comfortable with handling the ball from what I've seen.
Yep, gotta agree with that. 4 3-point attempts for UON. Yeah, they're playing a little scared. I think they're a little intimidated by UON's length and athleticism and tenacity on defense. Mid-range shot for number 1, no good again. Bailey with another rebound, very good effort. Bailey with a new haircut.
Really winning the offensive and defensive rebound game at this point, as that's
Quick
another
trigger.
three that goes up.
It's the 5th 3 that we've taken. Number 3 is being very passive, not really looking to attack. Ooh, off number 1's noggin.
Oh, and that will be a double dribble called by Charlie. I'm not very sure about that call. However,
Interesting.
you know, ref was closest to the action. I'm not going to argue with him about that.
As we know, ref is always right, so.
That is true. Number 1 doesn't look very happy about that. However, it is his team's ball.
Yeah, number 1 and number 6 both have smaller defenders on them, but they're just not looking to be that aggressive. As I say that, drives in. Good steal by Dammy, good anticipation.
Uh-oh.
Is he going to go all the way?
Oh, good hands by number 12. I'm going to give the love.
Interesting. I thought he got hit. I thought he got hacked while driving, but ref seems to disagree.
Score is currently 5-0. I have to say though, I'm being slightly biased when I say this, obviously, but I'm surprised by how many boards that you'll end up getting, considering the obvious size advantage that UEA possesses, as we just put.
Yeah, we don't usually see UON being very good on the glass. Great defense by UON. If that came through on the feed, but Carl said travel. I think I agree. Well, with another 3-point shot, that's 6 shots for us now from beyond the arc. It's a very 3-heavy diet. Let's see if it pays off. But as long as we keep playing good defense, we can take whatever shot we want. Number 6 just barrels in.
But never mind about that. Ref says no.
We'd love to see with Ben as well. As he's giving up a couple inches, but he's going to fight through every defensive possession. 7 from 3-point range. 2 for Dammy. Very nice. Good
100%
shooting.
from the field right now, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
From 3. He's definitely 100% from 3, I think.
I'm surprised by how passive number 3 is. Draws a foul there. But in every possession before, he's never really looked like he wants to attack. All he's doing is passing the ball. And again, in our matchup last year, he was doing a lot more than just passing.
However, on the offensive end, UEA don't seem to be doing too much as of right now. They seem to just be swinging it and then taking turns going one-on-one. Maybe they're trying to utilize that size, this size advantage we talked about. However, with new subs in, number 7's just come in. We'll see if he can bring anything to the table.
Oh, good effort by Ben.
Strip right there. Oh, sorry, a nice deflection. Apologies. They just called for a fist action, whatever the hell that means. Oh, 12 with a nice pump fake.
Oh, CJ with a huge block. Oh my goodness. We call UON ball. That's a great block by CJ. But number 6 made it easy for him. He didn't really do anything. He just went straight up, and CJ is going to meet you there unless you give him something to bite on. 8-0 lead for Nottingham. CJ gets his inside. Gets it to Dammy on the free throw line. A little congested.
I thought Will was about to shoot that for a second. It'll be a 3-second violation on CJ, it looks like.
Yeah.
Finn.
I gotta say, Finn is a very, very good ref. I've seen him, this is the second game I've seen him ref, but every call I agree with. I don't think he's ever missed a call, at least from what I've seen. Gotta give him his flowers.
Another rebound from Green's end. I must say, they must be leading the rebound game at least 10-0 as of right now, as Will goes for another 3. And that'll be a timeout called by UEA, currently 11-0.
The scoreboard hasn't been updated. Now it has.
11-0, all right.
So we'll start. Now, the important thing here is don't expect UAA's drought to continue because, yeah, they missed a couple shots, but some of those could have gone in, and it very easily could be a 8-6 game. So what's important is that you keep up your defensive intensity and keep pushing the pace because it's obviously working. You're getting great three-point shots because you're pushing it in transition and not letting them set up.
I'm kind of curious as to whether it's a coincidence or if Carl has asked the team to just, get as many perimeter shots up as they can. Because, I mean, as we mentioned before, UEA are a big team, but they don't seem that quick-footed when it comes to guarding the perimeter. So
I don't know if it's even about being quick. I think just their defensive scheme is not looking at where the dangerous shooters are. Because, we've seen, 5 times where UON got a shot from the left corner from a transition play just because the defense set up on the ball handler and under the basket, which, yes, are important. You have to, especially if they're shooting well, you have to get to the three-point shooters. Let's see if the UEA coach makes an adjustment here. Oh. Carl looking out for the safety of the players, closing the gate, the back right of the court. And we're back underway. 4:45 left in the quarter. UEA bringing the ball up. Once again, number 3 looks rattled. Strong take by 12.
Well, that's a tough shot right there.
Tough shot. But at the same time, if you're UON, you're happy with those shots because those aren't going to go in. Coming out in a press now, but nothing that Ben hasn't seen a million times before. Easily breaks it, gets it to another open will, makes it. This is what I'm saying. Someone has a hot hand and you leave them open on the perimeter, you're going to pay. There's no two ways about it. Number 3 always driving to his right and handing it off to number 12. Gets it back in the perimeter. Looks to get it. Nice little crossover.
Oh, good footwork right there. Oh, that's
corner 3, short. That ends up in the hands of UEA. That's unfortunate. Number 7 gets stopped by Ben. Takes a little turnaround J. No good. Ben corrals it. They're going the other way, and this is what I'm saying. Transition. Oh, Bailey absolutely decks his defender. No call either way. Ref. Ben tried to take the charge, but I think his feet were still moving when he tried.
Yeah, it's always a tough one, honestly. I think people always forget that the difference between the block and the difference between the charge is that your feet, as you mentioned, have to be set. And a lot of times we have players step into them or try to shuffle their feet a little bit, which is oftentimes very frustrating on their end because they always feel as though they've got their feet set. But nonetheless, UEA will inbound with 3 minutes 35 left to play as number 12 pulls the 12. Oh, no boxing out from UEA right there. It's an easy
Ben just takes it all the way by himself and makes the layup. I keep saying this, but if you see Ben on the street, you would not guess that he's a basketball player. But when he gets on the court, he'll steamroll you every which way he feels fit. Oh, number 6. That looked like a bit like a wraparound to me, but it was definitely a foul by CJ. But a little unfortunate. He got caught out. And if you're gonna foul like that, don't let him score because now it's an and one opportunity. Oh, or is it called on the floor?
It looks like Charlie and Finn are having a little dispute about whether or not that was a foul call. And it won't be.
Number 12 has just been subbed out for number 13, if I'm not mistaken, on UEA's side. I believe 13 is a shooter, again, if I remember correctly from last year. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Number 3 inbounding for UEA. They keep trying to get the ball to number 1 in that position at that little elbow spot. Ooh, lightning quick for number 13.
Right there.
No good, but good block by CJ. Doesn't jump on the pump fake, and Ben anticipates it. Will he go all the way? Is that even a question? And one. Great take by Ben Holland, the seasoned veteran. That's a 14-point lead.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. I'll never forget watching Ben play the first time with 2 of my friends. And one of my friends looked at Ben and said, "There's no way this guy's a when they found out that he was club president of the first team, their first reaction was, Alistair, don't lie to me. He's not that guy. Until they saw him play in varsity and they realized, never mind, I'll take back what I said.
Guy, Goes to show, though, a lot of Ben's, he's obviously quick, he's obviously strong, but a lot of Ben's game is just reading the game at a higher level than everyone else. He just understands it quicker and sees actions develop before others do.
Oh.
And that's a big advantage.
By number 3 right there.
Oh. UN ball. But they have to be careful there because they almost gave up an offensive rebound, and those are obviously killer. UEA coming out with a 2-2-1 press.
What is interesting is that number 1, who is, I would say, arguably the biggest guy on the team, doesn't really seem to be playing inside much. I see him chilling out on the wing quite a little bit.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's worried about the CJ matchup because CJ is an imposing physical force. So he's been blocked a couple times, so maybe he's a little passive now. Bailey takes a deep 3, no good. Good box up by number 6 on UEA.
Like Jakey's just about to check in. Wonder who for, and Tomek as well. Number 1 is not very happy with that.
Seems to be angry at himself. I gotta give Will his flowers. Will is giving up a couple inches and definitely a couple pounds on number 1. He's doing a really good job defending him, dislodging him, not giving him the ball in the positions that he wants. It seems to be working. Number 1 seems to be pretty mad. So
Tomek's checked in for CJ, and Jakey will check in for Demi.
Let's see what kind of shooter number 1 is. Just the friendly roll.
Score is currently 19-3 with 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Goes 1 for 2. Good rebound by Will. That was very, very nice.
Textbook boxing out right there.
Oh, Billy almost throws it away. Benker out. Saves it. Seem to be hearing a just hustle chance. Oh, good shot from Ben.
Oh, see, I've never really seen Ben shoot
this much. Exactly. I think that's something that he's focused on recently, and that is genuinely terrifying. Because that was always one of his, if you can call it a weakness. But if he becomes a good shooter. Then almost gets it to Bailey, but deflected out of bounds by number 13. Sub for UEA.
Like so Kay is going to come in for Ben, I believe.
Okay, give Ben a little rest. Okay. It's understandable. So, who just checked in, number 4. He's the guy who is sneakily athletic. I don't know how else to put it, but his first step is deceivingly fast.
No foul.
Number 6, Dex Tomek, but no call. Good defense by Green. You can tell number 6 is a little mad at himself. He wanted to make that really badly because it's Tomek. Something I want to see from Tomek is that he looks to attack and shoot a little more.
Yeah, he's a great defender with very tenacious, very loud, and very passionate. However, based on the couple games I've seen him play, doesn't look to attack the basket as much.
Which is interesting because last year, those are risky pass. No, because last year Tomek attacked all the time. I don't know if he's focusing on playmaking this year or something, but obviously a good balance is the best.
That's a
long 2. Good box up by Tomek, but no good. Told you, gotta look out for number 4 already. Interesting to see how UN plays, especially in the transition possessions without Ben, because obviously Ben is an incredible transition player. So we'll see how they manage without that.
Looks like they're going for 1 shot. Carl's calling for a screen for Bailey.
Bailey takes it all the way by himself. No problem for Australian. Eve, no good. End of the quarter. All right, and we're back for the second quarter. Ben is already back in for Will pickup.
Yeah, we got our original guys out. We got Kay, Bailey, Tomek, and Jakey. Taking up full court as number 4. Seems to be quite comfortable handling the ball, which is not something we really saw from UEA at the start.
Yep. Good take from 13, but he got scared, picked it up early. Really thought he was going to take that step back. Number 6, a little baby hook, and that's good.
Yeah, UEA's offense in that play looked a lot better than it did at the start. I have to say they were actually they were passing around using that size mismatch they had out there.
Yep. Yeah, they passed the ball quicker and it resulted in a better shot. But even number 13, he's gotten inside a couple times and he just doesn't look like he wants to attack. Speaking of which, Ben takes it all the way to the hole. No problem. Number 7. I hate to say it, but I don't think he can guard Ben right now. Ben is feeling it. Has Ben missed a shot? I don't 4 for 4 from the field.
I don't believe so.
But I'm also happy to see that UON isn't just chucking up threes, also taking it to the basket. Tomic asking for the offensive foul, but gets called for the foul instead. He got hit in the face by an errant elbow.
Number 12 was just checking back in for number 7.
Number 7 gets scored on and then taken out. That's got to be a gut punch.
And Dammy is just checking in for Bailey. I'm surprised that coach isn't playing more of the athletic guys such as Cam Lindley or even Afiel or Glory at this point in time.
Why do you say that?
Well, I just felt as though but then again, I mean, UEA hasn't been doing anything too crazy in terms of the athleticism. I mean, we haven't seen any high-flying dunks or high-flying blocks so far, so understandable. I was just wondering if such a narrow rotation would tire out some people eventually, but nonetheless, number 6 gets that to go, bringing it to 26-9. And pressing already. Ben's got no problem going through that press. I will say this though, one of the things that I was taught when it comes to pressing is that it's maybe not the best idea to do when you have a small roster. As you mentioned, you only have 9 guys, and if you're going to press this early on in the game, you run the risk of tiring yourself out towards the very end, as that will be a shooting foul on... Who was it? Was it number 12 that committed that foul?
I wasn't sure. I did not see that, to be honest.
All right. Ben with 2 to shoot. He gets the first one to go.
A technical? Oh, no. They were just having a little impromptu team meeting. Okay, UON opting to only line up Jakey inside the paint.
No
lineup. Makes both?
No lineup needed.
All right, number 12 coming down the floor, dribbles to the right wing, looking to get it. Elevator screens for number 4. Haven't seen that since the Golden State Warriors in 2015. And another foul on Tomic. Wow,
the UEA coach has just told number 6 to attack it whenever he can, as CJ just checks back in for Tomic.
Yeah, Tomic picked up 2 or 3 fouls there, so he's obviously in foul trouble in the second quarter. That's too many for Carl's liking, so CJ's back. CJ number 6 battling down low. You like to see it. A little old school basketball.
Looks like that was on Jakey, as Ben has just told him to play with his hands up.
Yeah, number 1 is he's looking for the fouls. He's trying to get the fouls, and he's getting them. It's absolutely a valid way to play. So UON has to adjust to that. Not give him too many trips to the line. He split the last 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, gets the friendly roll again.
And last time he missed the second one. So let's see if history repeats itself.
Okay, never mind. He must have heard Nick's words of encouragement.
Yeah, it's definitely what they were.
UEA bench will step up. I'll be another turnover as Danny gets
pass. Ben gets the ball, easily gets by number 12. Secures it, gets it to Dabby. Picks up his dribble. Ben directing traffic. Jacob gets it. Looking for a cut and K. No good. CJ takes it by himself.
Oh, no good finger rolls right there, but
it gets his own easy. He's too strong. Good take, CJ.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, CJ doesn't look very strong, but he's got
but he is.
But that's the thing. He's got more of a wiry build.
Yeah.
Whereas some of the other guys, however, have more muscle mass, but aren't that good with using their strength. As that will be UEA ball.
I think Jakey.
Like Bailey's just come back in for
Okay. Some very quick rotations from Carl. I wonder what the philosophy behind it is, but I mean, Yoan is up by 19, so would make a lot of sense to question it. So number 6 attacking CJ. Nice little spin, no good.
Aggressive
rebounds. Oh, travel by Jakey. Yeah. Put the ball down a little.
The ball up and then did he gather his feet before? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, Cam looks like Cam Lindley's just about to check back in.
You think we're gonna see a dunk from him?
Probably.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so.
I love the way he dunks because he always jumps from one side of the basket and ends up on the other one.
Yeah.
Bailey picking up their primary ball handler, not really pressuring him too much. Speaking of which, Cam is all over number 1.
Cam Lindley is number 1 has got a couple of inches on Cam, but Cam is unfazed when it comes to guarding him.
But once again, that's a foul. That's the 3rd one.
Ooh, this is not good. 3 minutes into the game, and Green are one foul away from being in team fouls in the bonus.
Yep.
For those of you who are unclear, it just means that if they commit one more foul, it will be free throws on every single thing.
Yeah, on every subsequent foul, except for offensive fouls.
But number 4, nice handles. Oh my goodness. As he throws up a circus shot.
Unbelievable shot. That's great defense by Ben, but sometimes those go in.
Never thought about that. I'll give him love there. That was a tough take.
Oh, flashes to the free throw line. Bailey gets the ball, gives it to CJ. Honestly, if I'm Carl, I'm telling CJ just take it to the basket every single time, just like that. It might not result in a basket every time.
Oh, Cam with this
good shot will come out of it.
I was going to say, Cam with some fantastic rebounding the whole season so far.
Great pass by Ben. CJ goes up. I really wanted a poster dunk there. I saw the vision.
I think he wasn't expecting that off the short roll.
Yeah,
we get the basket.
He looked down and the ball was there. To his surprise. Oh yeah, Cam hounding number 1, playing great defense.
Drives into a double team.
I think one is forcing some shots out because he thinks he should have scored more than he has. Bailey almost saves it. Tries to get it to Downey, but no good.
The UEA coach doesn't seem very happy at all. She's getting a bit chirpy on the sideline. What we love to see in a coach, ultimately.
Yeah.
In terms of the passion and energy aspect, obviously.
All right, still a 9-2-point lead for Green. Bailey playing defense on number 3, but not as tight as it was earlier. But that's not going to be an issue with Ben as he's right on top of number 13, not giving him an inch of space. And we're talking
good defense by Dammy right there.
Ball away. Seems like Charlie overrules it and gives the ball to UEA.
I'm not too sure about that call, though, as Finn Harrison actually had the better line of sight. Yeah. So I'm not too sure why Charlie overturned that. But nonetheless, as the lead ref, he ultimately has final call.
Tough corner 3 from... tough corner 3 from number 13. Bailey goes all the way, draws the foul. Again, I mean, this is working. It's very simple, but push in transition and take a right-handed layup. They keep fouling. No reason to change it up now. Carl talking to Cam now. Number 12 trying to listen into Carl's advice.
What about Carl telling Cam as of right now?
I'm not sure. I think it's about the defensive end as he's playing defense on number 1. Because again, he is giving up some height and some weights on him.
I don't think he's playing bad defense.
No, he's playing great defense.
He's playing great defense from what I've seen.
But he did bite on 1 or 2 crossovers. So I'm assuming that's what Carl is talking about. Again, remember how good of a defender Carl is. Ooh, Bailey misses both free throws. That's uncharacteristic of him. But yeah, Carl, a very defensively minded coach.
Used to be a sick defender back in the day. For those of you who don't know, Coach Carl used to play for Georgia Tech. And was the first Brit to ever play in the Final Four, actually. Oh, what a
nice defense by Cam. Love this guy's energy. CJ goes not all the way because it's a Dammy, though, who drives himself. Gives it to Bailey.
Oh, what a play by UON right there. That's some great ball movement right there.
Nice ball movement. Makes up for his missed free throws with a nice 3.
Oh, some little 2001 Sacramento Kings action right there.
That's a deep pull.
A lot of off-ball movement, a lot of cutting, and just playing at a rapid pace.
Absolutely.
All right, we're back in the still in the second quarter with 5 minutes left. Score is currently 35-13.
22-point lead for Green.
Let's give UEA some credit though. They've definitely stepped up their offense and their defense a lot. Must have been a interesting little pep talk that their coach is giving them, as they seem to be swinging the ball a lot more now.
But a lot of their players are just scared to drive in.
Shot right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, some D Wade action right there.
That was very, very 2000s-esque. Question is, did he call bank?
Nah, he didn't.
Bailey getting a little screen to CJ, and then screens for Ben. Arguably a moving screen, but Ben with a very nice move.
I will say though, I'm being slightly biased, as I mentioned. That looked a bit like a moving screen to me on CJ's end.
I'm almost certain it was. Cam gets the... Oh, unlucky. Doesn't hit the rim, so a 24-second violation. But good offense either way. Yeah, it ended in a 24-second violation, but it's very good ball movement and a good take by Cam in the end. So, not too bad.
I think that's the kind of looks that Green wants to be going for. Yes, he didn't make the basket, but I'd still say that was a good look as number 12 gets another shot to go. He seems to be getting a bit chirpy with Dami, as that was somehow not an offensive foul. Nonetheless, Ben up the court right now. Dumps it off to Dami. Off to Cam. Off to CJ.
Especially with the matchup, Cam needs to look to be a bit more aggressive there. Ben takes a three, no good. Dami jumps a little too early.
Never seen Ben go for this many 3 points. Great defense by CJ right there.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely been a point of emphasis for him to work on his three-point shooting. And again, Ben's game is as a slasher, but you add a good shot to it, that opens up the slashing opportunities even more.
Yeah.
So one of the beautiful balances of our game.
Has just checked back in for number 18. Number 12 doesn't seem very happy with himself about that. He just said that's mad as number 1 right now. Oh,
good rebound by CJ. Pounded by 3 UAE defenders.
Number 1's getting very heated with himself right now.
We've got to keep an eye out for this. Potentially a technical foul.
And it looks like...
Cam! Watch it. Okay, yeah. I was going to say that.
Green are unfortunately in team fouls right now, which means that... And I wonder if UE are going to try to look to exploit that. As you mentioned earlier on, because they do have a big size advantage, it will be quite difficult for Green to not foul them in this instance.
Right. He's 4 for 5 in the line today, if I'm not mistaken.
UON still nursing quite a healthy lead, but let's give credit to UEA. They're chipping away at it.
Slowly but surely, yeah.
He makes another one.
15-point lead now. It was 21 or 22 early in the quarter. UON needs to be careful about the 8-second violation here. Shaky just gets it over. All right, good take. I think that was longer than 8 seconds in our backcourt. I'll be honest.
Yep.
But it wasn't called.
I will agree. But hey, ref has the final say.
Number 12 is taking some tough shots. I don't know if it's good defense by Bailey.
Number one's getting very heated. Hopefully he can keep his cool, as Will just checks in for Dami, I believe.
Yeah, UEA just called short on their inbounds play. Guaranteed they're trying to get the ball to someone. Oh, okay, I thought on the basket.
On the elbow again. Don't foul. Oh, that's a good take right there. I'll give him that. Ben blazing up the court.
The press does not matter when Ben is battling the ball because he can just run past it. It's as simple as that. Oh, good little crossover. No call.
It looked like a foul to me.
I agree.
Nonetheless.
But Ben wasn't protesting. Not that he does anyways, but
Oh, good block by Will Pickup right there.
I mean, it's working in UON's favor, but 12 has to start passing the ball because these shots are genuinely terrible.
Oh, good movement inside.
Oh,
that looks like a
saves the ball. Then come for the screen with CJ.
Trying to slow the guys down a little bit. Come out with some nice handles. Oh, I thought JQ was going to shoot that.
And one to beat the 24-second buzzer. That was really nice. That's another way of putting it. Yeah, Ben Drew and 2 or 3 defenders, including Jakey's, kicks it out to him.
I was about to criticize Jakey for not shooting it, but then again, he gave up the good shot for the better shot, and tough basket to make as well.
Yeah, it only became a good shot because he actually drove aggressively. He didn't just drive in for the sake of driving. Unfortunately, doesn't convert the 3-point play. All right, minute 45 left. UON up 39-22. Number 3 is not doing much. Number 3 a little mad at himself on that one.
Number 12 arguing with Charlie along with the coach.
The coach of UEA. All right, minute 30 left. Bailey bringing up the ball. Ooh, bit of a push off, but it wasn't called. CJ has it on the perimeter, looking for a pass. Screens for Bailey. All right, Jakey with 1 second left on the shot clock, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. Good defense.
Ask reception. Yeah.
All right, Jakey getting subbed out. No, Bailey getting subbed out for Demi.
I will say this though, Carl's playing a very short rotation. We've got a bunch of guys who haven't seen any action right now, which is quite surprising considering how UON has a healthy lead. However, as we mentioned, UEA are chipping away at it, so maybe Carl doesn't feel as though the lead is big enough to get some of the guys who haven't been playing.
Yeah, I think this one's matchup dependent. Number 1 with another top shot. UEA really is making it easy on themselves.
Oh, great rebounding from CJ though.
Oh, deflected out of bounds.
It will be green ball, however, as Finn's just called for green ball. There's a timeout just called by Carl, I believe.
Yeah. I was not liking. I don't think he's liking the defensive intensity, but UON. 37 seconds left in the quarter.
I will apologize in advance to the viewers if the camera movement is a bit jerky. It's primarily because we don't have a proper tripod for us today.
But Alistair has valiantly stepped up and he's holding the phone in his hand right now. Doing God's work, as they say.
Anything to comment within that play so far?
I mean, I've got to say, UEA are not doing themselves any favors because they're taking some unbelievably difficult shots. I get that their offense isn't really working in the sense that their like set plays aren't getting them open shots, but at the same time driving into 3 guys, especially number 12 and number 1, and then just taking a really difficult contested shot. That's not how you get back into a game. You have to get better shots than they're getting.
The 3-point disparity seems to be heavily in UON's favor as well. I don't think UEA have attempted a 3 at all.
But at the same time, I think they could get a lot more threes if instead of taking those really tough contested shots, because again, they're driving in, they have 3 guys on them, just kick the ball out.
True.
Because then the defenders, they're obviously in the paint, give it to a shooter.
Especially with the size mismatch that they have down there. I mean, I'm sure number 1
pass by Ben to
or
CJ.
number 6 could easily draw the attention of 2 defenders.
Absolutely.
As CJ just gets another basket to fall. 41-22 right now, 28 seconds left. Looks like UEA will try to use up as much time on the clock as they can. But number 12, as you mentioned before, Alto was going to shoot that.
Oh yeah, that was the first in this quarter. Number 3 gets 1 to go. 14 seconds.
Didn't think he was going to make that with his footwork, as the coach is yelling at number 12 to try and pressure Ben, but Ben is unfazed.
Yeah, I think 12 knows that he's not going to get the ball off him. Wonder if he knows.
Oh, that will be a foul. 2 shots to go. We will take that.
I believe it's on the floor, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe Finn just called. He just signaled for number 2, however.
It's going to be on the floor with roughly a second and a half left. Number 12 pleading his case to Ben. Not sure what that's going to accomplish, but
looks like Carly and the table are having a little bit of a dispute.
I believe there's a timeout, and the scoreboard isn't fully accurate, as it's meant to be 1 second left, potentially even 2.
Okay.
But it's going to have to be a very, very quick shot from UON.
Trying to listen into what the UEA coach is saying right now.
The coach is just out of earshot. I heard calm down in the previous huddle. Oh, number 7 offering some input. And they still seem optimistic. It is only, quote unquote, a 17-point game. That is
all right.
Very much doable
like
and a half.
4 seconds. Oh no, never mind. 1 second will be added back into the shot clock, and I believe it will be green ball. I'll be very interested to see what kind of shot UON can get off at this point.
Who do you think is going to get the shot?
I mean, realistically, all you really have time for is an inbound and a quick little, and just try to get off as quick as possible. I believe they will try and run a play for CJ to get a little tip in. I think that's the safest bet you can get right now.
I agree. Running a line setup. It's going to be CJ or Will, is my guess.
Oh, he tried it.
All right, that wraps up the first half, 41-24 to UON. Yeah, we'll be back in the second half. Let's see if UAA can claw it back.
It's the same thing, right? So.
When did you come to the UK?
About 5 years. So this is my 5th year here. So
Like you're living here now, and like this is your
just for you.
Just for you?
Yeah. Because I did my foundation year, 3 years of bachelor's, and foundation year, 3 years of bachelor's, and I'm doing my master's.
In what?
Chemical engineering.
And then undergraduate in chemical engineering as well.
As well, yeah. I did it in here at Knox as well.
Foundation here at Knox as well.
So 5th year.
Is it like an integrated master's, or is it like a?
My case was a little special. It was, but then I didn't have the grades for it, so now I'm just doing an MSc. So as if you do an undergrad somewhere else, then there's like an MSc or somewhere else. I'm just doing it just actually in the same place.
Yeah.
So it's not the integrated one, but it's basically the same thing.
For the integrated one, did you have to get a first or something? Or?
No, only it was in the second year you get a 55%. Second year there was some like personal stuff going on, so I just didn't do very well. I had like 52.5 as well.
Yeah, just there.
But in the end, actually, I realized that the MSc is actually better if you want to work like internationally.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a silver lining actually.
Yeah.
Because the MN, the integrated one is the MN, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of, so the example I would give is like, if American companies don't know what an M-Eng is, so you rock up with an M-Eng and they're like, what is that? What is that? So actually an MSc for my case actually works out quite well. But I didn't know that in the first place. That's not why I got shit. What are you doing?
International manager. So is your plan to go back to America?
So I never lived in the States. And Austria is home for me.
Yeah.
I have family in the States, but I don't like America.
Why? No way. America's a big place, you know.
Yeah, it is. No, I mean, I've visited mostly East Coast, but I mean, my thing is I like walkable cities. And America doesn't have that.
New York?
The food. New York is also super dangerous. So there's that.
Pennsylvania?
But that's Boston, that's actually crazy because I'm a Boston Celtics fan.
Yeah,
My dad grew up in Massachusetts. My guy. But
They run me down.
I've never actually been to Boston. Because my family lives in Maryland. So
It's good. I was going to say, I think that...
yeah, I don't like cars. I don't like food's awful. Even if you find apple there, it's weird. It's weird to describe. It's like I don't know. Everything just tastes worse. It's less healthy.
Yeah, no, one of them almost
The same one. He went off to Windmill. I said, what?
the thing is,
I haven't really been doing good jobs.
no, I haven't seen too much of it.
Other than that time we got CJ had a good chance to whoa!
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that in the short run, he just wasn't expecting to get it. Yeah. So he looked a bit dazed and confused. If he knew, he would have.
They're really safe. They're not really lazy. Yeah. I need to get into somewhere. I need to go what's your name? Nick.
Yeah, we played together.
All right, guys, we're back in the third quarter. Score is currently 41 to 24. And UON will be inbounding the ball. And Bailey brings it back up. I think we've gone back to our original starting five. We've got Bailey, Will Pickup, Dami, and
CJ.
And CJ, sorry.
Yep. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, interesting no call from the ref. But once
Number
again,
6 almost lost that off his knee as well.
yeah. I think he bounced it off a Ben who was on the floor, if I'm not mistaken. The UEA definitely coming out with a lot more aggressiveness rather.
That's the same thing.
Tough shot from number 7. Good contest by Ben. Bailey directing traffic here. Gets to Will on the wing. Gets to CJ who drives in. Once again, a no call. That is interesting.
It's fair to say the refs are allowing for quite a little bit of contact to play. It's always nice to see.
And it seems fair. That's what you care about, right?
Yeah.
If there's a bunch of no calls, it's fine as long as it's not
As long as it's consistent.
helping one team. Yeah, exactly. Bailey navigating the screen. Number 3.
That looked like a push off to me.
Oh, Demi with a great block. Number 6 thought he had a wide open layup, but Demi denied it. He was not having that.
Going back for that little push off on Bailey's defender right there.
I see Dami's a more direct line to the basket. Will drive that. Bailey with a deep 3. No good. Rebound number 3. Oh, good steal by CJ.
Was that a backcourt violation?
Yeah,
I believe it was.
I believe it was the right call, but at the same time, CJ didn't really have the control of the ball. But there's a real gray area there as to when you gain possession. But either way, good defense.
Yeah, it's a bit like how guys at this level always try to argue that a gather step is somehow allowed when they don't realize that gather step is only. I mean, that wasn't a gather step, but it's
along those lines.
Along those lines, where they don't realize that gather step is only allowed in the NBA and EuroLeague, I believe.
I forget. It depends. It also depends on like high school levels in the States and But I will say with a gather step is I play a lot of basketball, and whenever I do a gather step, it feels so wrong because I just know it's a travel, so I'll call it myself or stop the play. Anyways, Bailey gets the screen from Will, rejects it, goes all the way.
Tough shot right there.
Yeah, could have used an extra dribble. I think you wanted to get the shot off quickly. 12 wide open. Bailey close out.
Good recovery from Bailey right there. To recover all the way from the free throw line.
No.
All the way to the wing. All right, Ben's calling for a line play right now. Looking to slow the offense down a little bit. As CJ with the screen. CJ with the roll as a roll man. Started a little bit.
Shot from Will. No good. CJ just gets pushed in the back, but no call. Wonder if the ref just didn't see it. It's a strong take for number 12. No good. CJ gets another steal. My goodness. Late call, no call from Finn. Number 1 pointing at one of the referees as if the other referee can't call a foul if he sees it. Most definitely a foul. I agree with Charlie here.
No seats.
All right, if I'm not mistaken, neither team has scored, and it's been 2 minutes 40.
Yep.
So hopefully that
Getting
ends the
scrappy
drought.
right now.
I definitely just jinxed him. Yeah, that was commentator's curse. I apologize.
See, this is one of the things that people don't seem to understand about playing with Ben. Is that aside from the things he does on the court, which are obviously very valuable, I would argue that his on-court leadership is actually very underrated.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It's always nice when you're playing in these situations to have, I would say, maybe not a team captain, but almost a floor general, someone who can just bring the team together.
Oh, that's a great play from Ben.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to just run past number 1, stay with number 6, and a pinpoint precision pass to Will of the quarter. It's just, if you like basketball and you really care about the sport, you love watching Ben. He just does all the small things. No, but it's really cool to see, especially when one of your better players does like the dirty work.
Yep.
Especially with this like new wave of what I like to call like street ballers, where all you care about is step back threes and you're not really playing defense. That does sound like an old head, but
Flashy moves.
yeah, exactly. The LaMelo archetype. Strong take by Bailey. Gets his own rebounds.
Completely unfazed.
The new haircut giving him powers, it seems. Damian, number 12. Again, not to harp on the poor guy, but these shots the number 12 is taking are awful. They're not good basketball shots.
Well, number 6 is a wide open 3 right there, giving that up.
I'm not sure he's a shooter, but yeah, draws the contact there. First foul on Yoan in the quarter.
No, it's the second foul. It just bumped up to 2. Oh no, you're right. My bad. You're right. Sorry, you're right. Apologies. I got confused between home and guest for a second.
You know, I still get it mixed up as to like whose fouls is whose. Well, let's see. 6 takes the first free throw. No good. Let's see if he splits them or goes 0 for 2.
Crowd is quite docile today as well. I have to say. I mean, compared with the atmosphere we had against Trent last week, it's night and day, honestly. But then again, we are up by. When I say we, you went up by 20 points or 19 as of right now. So maybe the aggression is not as much as number 3 just called for some reinforcement. Ben all the way.
No good. That's an awesome take. Interesting shovel pass. Gets the intended target. Number 1 didn't look to attack there. I'm trying to see the coverage that UEA are running. That UON are running like defensively. Because CJ's just roaming in the paint while everyone else seems to be set up in man travel from Will. It's a very tight whistle. But Finn has made his decision.
Looks like they've just called a play called Panthers. I wonder if that's because you know how UEA are known as the UEA Panthers. So
how is it? Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense.
I wonder what their play is. Number 1 for 3. Oh, I thought he was going to get that friendly roll right there. Yeah, because he had that a couple of times when he shot
the free throws
in the second quarter.
Ben is getting absolutely crushed down low. And only getting the call, it seems like half the time. All right, we're getting some substitutions in for UEA.
18 is coming in for number 6. And is that it? I believe. And number 13 is just checking for number 3 as well.
Yeah, 13 and 7 just came in, right? Okay, number 7 is trying to get a... Ben with a nice little hesitation. Good defense by number 7, though. Almost forces him out of bounds. Great shot by Will.
I will say this though, it really did look like Ben stepped out of bounds on that one. Maybe I'm being a bit biased when I say that, but
I think he stayed in, but it was very, very close. It was great defense by number 7, but then lemonade
Touchdown by
lemons.
13.
Yep.
Oh, what a pass!
Again, not to keep making the same point, but well, that's
Good play by UVA right there.
that proves me wrong. But they keep taking really tough shots, and that's not how you get back into a game like this. CJ, strong take, gets his own rebound, goes back up, and gets it. Very nice play.
Timeout UEA.
And that brings it to a 22-point lead.
Looks like the UEA coach has just told her players to try and get a rebound.
Let's try one more time to hear what the UEA coach is saying. Well, she's getting on their cases about just jogging into position. But honestly, I have to, again, I keep saying this, but they're taking unbelievably hard shots. That's not how you get back into a game like this. You need to make offense easy for yourselves. And you obviously do that by passing the ball well and attacking closeouts. They're doing none of that. This game is going to be very soon out of reach for UEA unless they change something up on that end of things.
I've also just realized Finn Harrison is reffing this game in black Air Force One.
He did so last game he reffed. He did the same. Again, maybe that's where his powers come from. Who knows? All I know is I hope none of the players try to get up in his face because with black Air Forces.
Yep, that is not someone you want to mess with.
He is not the one. All right, back to the
I
game.
just realized, has number 1 been playing this entire game? I don't believe he sat out at all.
I think he sat out the beginning of the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken, but it's very possible because he played this whole game because he is their best player. But even so, he hasn't been very efficient. But again, it's because he's taking tough shots. Speaking of tough shots, he's 12. Oh, good pass for number 12. That was a very good play.
Nice offense right there.
Off of an improbable pass from number 12. I was expecting him to take a tough shot again, but see what a pass does for you. Number 13 hounding Bailey, but he doesn't look too phased. He gets the ball out to CJ. A little 3 from CJ. No good. Great rebound by Dami. Fights for it. Gets it back to Bailey. Same spot. And banks it home.
It's like 18 has just elbowed CJ in the groin.
I believe that's a flopping call. I think that's what this hand gesture symbolizes.
Didn't look like a flop though. It looks like CJ took a nasty elbow to the groin from number 18.
But it's UEA's ball. I think it's because Bailey went to the floor. I think if CJ did take a shot, then that went uncalled. But I think it's because Bailey fell to the floor.
Oh, okay.
I think Charlie doesn't like that. Again, very street hooper type of thing to do. Ooh, 7. Barely gets out of that. Jumps from out of bounds. Turns the ball over for his team.
All right, Jakey to inbound to Bailey. Pushing it up full court right now with some nice handles.
Not sure how Bailey's asking for the ball there.
Dami with a nice little pull up. Can't get it to go. Lovely rebounding though.
Foul call on Dami. I thought that was.
Well, that looked a bit like a push off to me.
I would argue a no call, but a defensive foul seems a little harsh there. But
nonetheless, Finn has the level 2 license and not us.
exactly. What do we know?
Yep.
Substitution coming in. I'm honestly surprised why number 4 hasn't played more of the game because he looks very solid. Because he looks the most composed from UEA, if I'm being fully honest. He's not even in the game yet. I don't think they allowed that sub to go in. on the floor on Will, if I'm not mistaken. Ben is back into the game already. Didn't he just sit down?
No,
Was that a couple plays? No.
Ben's been out for
Oh no,
a
you're right.
couple of minutes already, I believe.
But yeah, Carlos Taxing is he's a veteran player, quite a lot this game. Although we say veteran, he's going on 24, 25, which is not even your like athletic peak if you're talking in NBA terms. So still very young.
Yep.
Still a very young player.
All right, 18 to try and play out of the high post. Ooh, that looks like a bit like hand checking to me on Jakey's end, but nonetheless.
Oh, I think that was good defense by CJ, but I think Will. Oh, on CJ, was it?
I think so. As Ben's just telling CJ to play with his arms up a little bit more. I think he tried to reach a little bit down low.
Yeah, he definitely went for the block. It's a difficult thing to do, or rather to not do, is to literally go up and down, like straight up and down.
Tomek in for CJ. Interesting strategy, because I'd say CJ is a 4, and I would actually classify Tomek as a 3. So if we're talking about a position-based substitution, I'm not too sure about that one.
Don't know
but then
about
again,
CJ being a 4, if I'm honest. He's a center who can put on the floor. Don't you think?
Okay.
He has guard skills, or he has wing skills for sure. But especially with his like build, he matches up very well.
Nonetheless, Tomek back in the game. He had some nice defensive plays earlier on. We'll see what he can bring to the table. As Will, another 3. Out here looking like Chris Kyle. If you guys know who that is.
Who?
Chris Kyle. He's the character that Bradley Cooper played in American Sniper.
That's good. I like that. All right, let's see what Will can do on the defensive ends. Good defense from Jakey. Looks like he took a shot to the face as well. But
I will say, whoever's guarding... Oh, that was a nice cross right there by number 4. I will say this, though. Whoever's guarding number 4 on UON's end must be taking a beating right now, as that guy... I think he loves to lower his shoulder when he drives.
Number 4?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean number 1 on UEA.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of those things where after... When you've been playing, when you're having to guard a guy like that, when your body absorbs all that contact, it's definitely very tiring. Definitely wears you guys out a lot.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's also he subbed CJ out, brought Tomek in, maybe gives CJ a couple minutes of rest potentially.
Maybe as Cam Lindley has just checked in for Jakey, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, Jakey with a very productive couple of minutes there. Again, that was great help defense on number 1, which forced the miss. All right, looks like 2 down screens coming from UON. Number 13 playing very, very stout defense. Demi recovers the ball.
For me,
it was definitely a travel, but went uncalled. Tomek, not sure how they're this surprised by a clear foul on the arm. All right, let's look at the foul situation. So it looks like both teams after this foul will be in the bonus.
Yeah. It's definitely getting quite scrappy so far, I must say.
The UAA are a little annoyed.
This is usually something that we see in the third quarter when teams are a little bit tired. Nonetheless, Green with a 25-point lead right now. I think, despite not having played basketball on a box level, I think it's one of those things with reffing where when the calls are going in your favor, you say that's good reffing, but the minute they start going against you, then that's when the comments about I don't know why number 12 was acting that way when that was clearly a reach-in foul.
Even if it wasn't him, it was number 1. I think number 1 knows it was him. It's based off the body language. Oh, now the coach is calling out our own player.
K and Jakey to come in for, I believe Coach wants to give Ben a little bit of a break
but he's shooter currently, so
never mind. Jakey's coming in for Dami.
I think K is coming in for Ben, but Ben's obviously the shooter, so you can't sub him.
True. And you can't sub off of a score as well if I'm not. Oh, never mind. if I'm not mistaken.
No. There needs to be a stoppage in time. Ben misses both.
Must be the fatigue.
Possible.
Okay, we'll check in for
Ben?
Ben. Yes,
Called that correctly? Yeah, I mean, one thing that you have to consider with Ben as well is whenever he gets a rebound he runs the length of the floor sprinting with the ball in hand. Like, that is very tiring, even with someone with his cardio.
Proceeds to run back at full speed on defense.
All 94 feet. It's a good shot by number 12.
Nice little take, I must say. Cam Lindley right now, down the lane to Jakey.
Cam does not
Is that on a
come up
foot?
with it. I don't think it was on purpose enough to be called a kickball. But number 12 gives it to number 1. Can we have Will on number 1?
Well, that was a nice little spin move, I would say. That was a nice little spin move.
It's a 21-point deficit now. So not much has changed in this quarter. Well, mid-range from Will. Cash cannot leave him open. I don't know how they haven't learned this lesson yet, especially in the transition. It's the 4th or 5th time he scored off a possession like that. Good pass by Cam. Let's play great defense on number 1. Number 4 from deep. No good. Good rebound by Tomek
right there. Travel call. Okay.
Technical on Tomek for that. Oh, Charlie, it's a very tight whistle. One shot. They have been exceptional from the line, so let's see who gets this one. I'd be surprised if number 1 doesn't get it. They're giving it to number 12. Okay. What do you think? Is this going in?
You know what? I'd say it's going in.
Yeah, I think so as well. Or should we reverse curse it? It's definitely going in. Commentator's curse. It's real, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Ben coming
back in with 31
already.
seconds left. Score is currently 57-34 with 14 on the clock.
Good steal by Ben.
Gotta get back. Okay, never mind.
17 seconds on the shot clock.
Gonna try to get a play off right now.
10 seconds. All right, Kay's going to start an action right about now. You want to whittle down that clock as much as possible. Unfortunately, jumps off the foot. 8 seconds on the clock. 4 seconds. Gives it to Ben. Full court heave. It's very good awareness by Kay to try and get that 8 or something.
All right, guys, we're back in the 4th quarter. Score is currently 57-34, UEA ball. As Green are the ones who won. No, Green. UEA won the tip, which is why they have possession in the 4th.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Number 12 looking to get something to go. Oh,
good
nice pass right there by number 6. As Ben erases that.
Oh, great pass. Will goes up. Oh, unfortunately doesn't make it. See, number 12, if you pass the ball, even if it got blocked, that was a much better shot than a contested fadeaway. I will say he's been playing a lot better these last 2 quarters. Number 6 was all the way.
Easy. Oh, never mind about that.
CJ may have gotten away with a little bit of a foul there. But anyways, UAE get it back. One takes it up. Yeah! Scores.
Too easy right there. Coach does not look happy.
So it's a better pass than Will could have gotten a 3-point shot out of that. Then he gets to CJ on the free throw line, just barely. Will gets a 3-point shot, short. Technical
on UEA, I believe.
Yes.
On 20?
Oh, it's the flopping from before. So I think it's because Charlie doesn't think that Will got hit and Will fell over anyways on a 3-point shot. I think they're trying to avoid that because having bodies on the floor is dangerous, I think is the reasoning.
Okay.
Yeah, the extended arm, it's their second missed technical. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the extended arm up and down motion. That is a flopping call. I wasn't aware that that was implemented to FIBA rules already.
Number 12 doesn't look very happy with the reffing so far. As they just called for a motion offense. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was an awful shot. Why are you taking that? Call for motion offense. Don't move the ball and then attack one-on-one.
And they're running horns right now, I believe. The pass to Will in the corner.
Oh, nice.
Jump off of CJ.
Oh, good
beautiful
pass, CJ. Gets it to Dammy. No good. Fights for it. Number 3 gets it in the end.
That's a good take, though, I will say. All right, that was a nice take from number 1.
It's back down to 19.
Didn't really see him do much in the. Didn't really see him do any of these moves in the first half, though, I would say. So,
Number 1?
Number 1, yeah.
Oh, good pass by Ben.
Dammy with a nice little foul line jump shot.
It's a good pass by CJ, recognizing there's 3 defenders on him.
Yep.
It's a good feed. All right, Bailey working through some screens. Gets caught on one.
Number 12 for 3.
Number 12 with another difficult shot. Strong take by Ben. Gets it to CJ. Ooh, good block from
That'll be a good block from number 1. Number 1 playing with a lot more aggressiveness right now.
Yep. The question is, where was this in the first half?
That was a clean block. I don't know why Carl signaled for 2 shots. That was a clean block on UEA's end.
Guess you gotta plead your case when you can, right?
Dammy with another foul line jumper.
No good. CJ fights for it. No good.
I should also note that Green are missing a lot of their usual bigs, as Paulus and Max are unable to play in today's game along with Chris. So CJ, unfortunately, having to do a lot of the dirty work down low.
I think that's why we're seeing so many Tomek minutes as well, because Tomek is the second tallest player, if I'm not mistaken, or at least like the second big.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 1's been to the line a couple times, I have to say. He's been making
5 for 6 so
a bunch
far.
of his 3 throws, but okay.
5 for 7.
What do you reckon he's going to go 5 for 8?
Nah, he'll make this one.
I'll put a 5er on it.
100% he makes this one. Wait, why? Oh, did they retake it?
Oh, never mind.
I think they retook the miss, the first miss.
All right, we count. Is he making this? Yes, he is.
So that's
19-point lead for Green right now. UEA doing a very good job chipping away at the deficit.
Transition foul on Ben. All right, it's a 19-point game. Will gets to CJ with a much smaller defender on him, just absolutely bullies him and takes him to school. Oh my goodness, that looked easy for number 3. All right, 21-point deficit for UEA. Number 1 tries to hack at it, but no good.
Bailey coming down all the way with some nice handles. Looks like Ben's trying to tell Green to slow down a little bit on offense.
Especially with this lead that they have, there's no reason to play too quickly. Milk the clock, but still got a good shot out of it. Great pass
Good kick out by CJ. Dammy with a floater inside.
No good. That was good offense. Okay, not mad at that. Yep, it's a good shot. Will still on the assignment of taking number 1, doing a great job.
Off shot, honestly. Right there. I think had he used his left hand, he would probably have made that.
Bailey finds Ben, who gets CJ.
Was that all a goaltend?
It's absolutely a goaltend. I don't know how they missed that. Oh, good defense by Ben. Oh, number 1 looks defeated, but number 3 isn't giving up yet. Yee ball. All right.
Not too sure why number 3 is so mad about that.
I will give number 3 his props though on UAA. He seems like the only one who's not given up yet. I know it's a big lead, but giving up this early is...
Basketball's a game of runs, as we all know. And
Absolutely.
all it takes is a couple threes to swing the momentum as he attempts one. And, okay. Guess that's a go.
Nope. Doesn't all you have to think about is Tracy McGrady and Reggie Miller. But with a huge dunk from CJ, that may have been the dagger right there in UAA's hearts.
Right, a timeout had to be called after that enthralling dunk by CJ. Finally got the crowd up on its feet.
Yeah. That was a great play from UON to get him in that position in the first place.
Who gave him that assist?
I'm not sure. I think it was Bailey or Ben. Ben, but I'm not 100% sure.
Number 7 for 3. Oh, the top throw right there. Okay. Don't believe he called bank. However, getting that off that screen and getting it off in such a short amount of time is very impressive as CJ looks to try and call for the ball again. Nice kick out to Ben. Bailey gets it for 3.
Ooh, air ball.
Short.
That's a fine shot. You're not mad at that. I wouldn't be surprised if UEA are just looking for threes now, especially after seeing that the first 2 went in. I'm assuming that's their game plan. They just chuck threes and hope they go in, to put it bluntly. As you can see, Ben is coaching the team even when he's on the floor, making sure they don't get in their heads. That's a strong screen by number 18. Number 3's 3, no good. And unless UAE goes on a really big run right now.
Good to see Will relaxing on offense, not trying to immediately go for a 3. As they're just trying to eat up as much time on the clock right now. Bailey with a pull-up jumper.
Oh, great fight from Dami. Almost gets that. But yeah, what you want to see and what Ben is saying as well is just use up to 24 seconds.
Yep.
Because time is on your side right now.
Yeah! Number 12 gets that to go. I will say, as nice of a basket that was also a top shot for him.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's not what UAE needs right now. I'm not sure what number 18 was thinking. Ooh, their coach is not happy with that. You like to see some tough love from coaches to players. It's absolutely no pressure.
Bailey for 3 again. Gets that one to go. Score is currently 66-48. Now what is... Oh, number 1 with a nice little cross right there. I'm going to give a love that. That was a nice little bit of play from him.
That was a nice move, yeah.
Got the cross
CJ stuck his arm out a little too much.
Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes 30. So if we do the math there, let's say it's 4 minutes. It's an 18-point lead, so you need about 5 points per minute is what UAE needs to make up. It's a tall task, but that also doesn't mean that you want to completely take your foot off the gas if you're Nottingham, because you also want to keep that good momentum even in a...
Number 1's must be shooting about 70% from the line right now. This is some remarkable 3-4 shooting.
He's 9 for 10 right now. Shooting 90%.
Oh yes, I forgot, because the first one of his 3-4 misses didn't count. Nice little cut by Bailey right there, as UEA's coach looks like he's going to implode anytime soon.
Yeah. I think Charlie saw the foul, but called it a little later for dramatic effect because the contact was way before the shot went in. It's correct and 1 call. Just Bailey converts the 3-point play. Very nice.
I actually believe
game.
This might actually be Bailey's last game of the season before he goes back to Australia.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's a interesting
3-second
call.
violation, I believe.
No, I think it's a foul on the shot.
I heard Charlie motion for 3. Oh, never mind. It was okay. Never mind. 2 shots.
I think it's on Bailey as well, which is interesting because Bailey was falling backwards, but maybe it was the contact before he started falling backwards.
I may be wrong regarding his availability, but I do know that Bailey leaves in January. But if this is his last game, what a way to make a impact statement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been great having him. If I'm not mistaken, he has one more game, but let's assume he doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been great having him. He's a great guy. Loves going out. Loves the socials. Always up for a good time, and obviously a great basketball player.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think he scored at least close to 60 points by now, I believe, because he keeps winning Player of the Week on.
Oh, he scored more than that. I think 1 week he had 25. So
I just know he's been the top scorer in a couple of games.
Yeah.
So
no, Bailey's been a great addition. It's a shame that he has to go back to the land down under. But no, Bailey's a great guy. It's been a blast having him. I think he has one more game. So
okay. I believe
we
the
can
next
keep our
game
heartfelt
is
messages.
against the Montfort Ones, which your twos beat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we
So
did.
that should be a good game. But then the game in which I'm hyped to see is the game against Anglia Ruskin, which is taking place a week after DMU. Now that's going to be a very good game to watch, as Anglia Ruskin are one of the best teams. In fact, no, I think they're the best team in the league as of right now, with a bunch of
the second
scholars.
division.
Yep.
They played our ones before, right? Nice, good recovery. Long two from Dami. They played our ones before, right? Anglia Ruskin has.
That is correct. However, when they played our ones, it's also fair to say that our first team back then, that was the first game of the season.
Ah, that's what that game was. Yep.
So I'm interested to see whether or not the team is going to employ a different strategy.
Well, Ben's slowing down the offense once again because, again, time is on your side. There's no reason to rush a shot here.
Yep. Coach telling Green to move the ball, as Will almost gets that out of bounds.
But saves it very nicely. Ben leaves number 12 in the dust. Jakey fights for it and ends up being UN's ball again. Timeout. All
right, 2 minutes 30 left to play. Score is 69-52 in UON's favor.
Once again, Ben just slowing down the offense, milking that clock for everything it's got. 5 seconds left. Gonna need to get a shot up here. It's a wrong take by Bailey. But UON comes up with it. Very good hustle. Gives it back to Ben. Another 14 seconds. Again, use
calls is telling the team to slow down a little bit. Not to rush their offense, as they have time on their side. As we know, Ben almost loses that with some great recovery. That looked a lot like a foul to me.
I would have to agree, but maybe saying that the foul came after the 24-second
potentially
clock violation. Unsure. Okay, now they're trying to conserve some clock here, and doesn't do it very smoothly. 12 just throws the ball away.
Well, a clean little block from number 7 right there. That was some great defense.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. It was clean, but definitely wasn't called. Another turnover from UEA. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. Unless we see some T-Mac shenanigans go down.
I've never seen someone score. Oh, actually, no, you know what? Never mind.
What, 17 points in a minute and a half? Look, if do you think current LeBron James, if he subbed in right now, could give UEA the win?
Probably.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, if we're being completely objective right now, who on UON would have to double or maybe even triple team him? And don't forget, number 1, I don't want to say he's been giving Green problems, but he has been, number 1 on UEA has been drawing a bunch of attention.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was thinking from because again, he will be doubled and tripled. I think
the only way in which that would happen is if UEA just go lights out from 3,
yeah,
and LeBron just drives. Because otherwise, if not, then LeBron realistically would drive it in and kick it out, or he just drive it and attack the basket. And then once UON get possession, they would have to foul.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, UON could just hold, they can realistically just hold the ball. They're up by enough to just hold the ball every single possession. Yep. Looks like they're having to wipe the Wilson evolution down. I don't understand why we're playing without basketball, but nonetheless.
Number 12 is really sticking to the narrative that it's the ball was slippy and he didn't just lose the ball on the last possession.
You know, whilst on the topic of who's greatest of all time, one of the things that I have noticed, you know, after watching, you know, basketball for a long time is just how much better players are nowadays, even at the Bucks level. You know, if you wind the clock back 20 or so years ago, we're not used to seeing fives and centers on the team being able to put the ball on the floor and have guard-like skills, if that makes sense. So this goes to show you the kind of competition that Michael Jordan was playing against in the 80s. Well, Ben with some nice little handles right now.
Oh, Ben, absolutely unfazed. Shot by Will, no good. Oh, tip from Ben. Oh my goodness, what a hustle play. Yeah, I mean, if it was ever in doubt, the game's over. Even if they make some good shots.
You reckon we're going to see another dunking game?
Possible.
Oh, number 7 was a nice little dump off.
Oh, that could have been a dunk, but I guess number 6 didn't want it. All right. With a 17-point lead, UAE are still pressing. No press. Just still trying to get us steal. Not sure what 7 was pointing at his ankle for, but all right, 50 seconds left in the game. Bailey from deep.
He shot that from way down under as well.
Halfway to Beeston, that shot came from. All right, number 3,
However,
step back 3.
There is some benefit to UON running the score up, as you know, when it comes to the rankings of Bucks play. We count it by point differential. I believe UON are ranked number 2 or number 3 as of right now, behind Anglia Ruskin or Oxford, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully they can run the score up, try climb a little higher in the rankings.
Just get at least one more bucket, yeah. Damn, he's just so twitchy on that first step.
Oh, I'll be up.
And Ben gets it back. Long 2 from Jakey. No good. 6 seconds left in the game. They're going to dribble it out.
Game with UON winning 74-54.
Good overall performance from Green and Golds. Got a little shaky at the end of the second quarter. But yeah, great win. Good to win by 20.
What a way to close out the season. I believe that will be a 6-game win streak that first team will currently have as they look to extend it to 7 by the next week. Not next week. Next week is Christmas break. The next game when they play against the Montfort Ones. All right, start of the game. Who would you say it was?
I got to give it to Ben. I think he did all the small things. At the same time, Will played a great defense on number 1, even though, again, he was a little shorter and a little not as heavy as him. So, I don't know. It's tough.
I feel
Who would you go for?
I would like to say Ben as well, but then again, I'm also not going to count out all the effort that CJ put in as realistically the only true big that they had, having to fight against number 1. Well,
and number 6.
Tomek as well, in fairness. Number 1 and number 6 down low.
Yeah.
But
let's give it a 3-way tie between Will, CJ, and Ben. It's the season of giving, after all.